Hey, what is going on there, YouTube family? Irvin Burton here with the self-defense company Santa Clarita, and today I'm going to go over the thumb press with you. I've got my buddy Bob here, and he's going to help us out. But the thumb press to me is actually the best possible technique you can use to attack the eyes, because it's specifically designed to where not only is it good enough to, easy enough to utilize in as a preemptive strike for the most part. I mean, you could use it after the fight started, but primarily I look at it as a preemptive strike. It's quick, it's easy to perform, it's easy to practice, again on Bob here, and the best part is that the other person cannot get away as easily as they can with other strikes to the eye. So this is not your run-of-the-mill strike, and you will definitely appreciate it. So that being said, I'm going to show you now what it is. The thumb press. Basically what's going to happen here is that I'm going to stand here and I'm basically going to take my thumbs and put them in Bob's eyes. So I'm going to be here and I'm just going to go. Okay? So that's all I have to do, right? Now, if I'm in a situation where Bob's a problem here for whatever reason, because you know, he's being aggressive, he wants to hit me, he's whatever the case, okay? Depending on the situation, I find it's best to just have my hands here, okay? If this happens, because if you have your hands here, again, this is a non-aggressive posture, okay? Yeah, I wonder if I coined that one. Anyway, a non-aggressive posture, okay? So I'm gonna have my hands here, I'm gonna be like, hey, relax. You know, we don't have a problem, you know, hey, look, there's a problem, not a problem. You know, hey, relax, right? So I'm just trying to keep the peace, so to speak. This is especially good for camera. But again, if he flinches, not when he punches, but if he takes another step forward and he gets into my space and I have a problem, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna say, boom, okay? Now, when I make that grab, one thing I can do, obviously, to follow up, because, you know, once I grab, I can start kneeing him in the groin. Okay, you can't see that on camera, but that would be an option. Okay, but just the technique by itself, that's what you want to do. You just want to be able to do that. So I can come here and go. Okay. Now I can also have my hands down. Okay, so maybe his hands are down, my hands are down. Okay, maybe we're at the same level. I can have my hands like at this level. I don't necessarily have to have them up here. I can have them at this level, here, just trying to talk, assuming that his hands are down and they're not ready to launch for punch or anything. But whatever the case, I want to be as non-aggressive as possible because I don't want him to see this coming. So in this particular case, it's important to know that, hey, if I'm going to do something, I don't want him to see it coming. So if he sees it coming, he's saying whatever he has to say, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to keep the peace. Then all of a sudden, I see him flinch. All right, I grab, let him know. Okay, and again, I can start with my hands down. I can start anywhere. I can start with my hands down. And they don't even have to be here. I can be completely down and then just go in. All right, and by having his head, I'm able to just really squeeze his eyes all the way to the back of his skull, because that's what I want to do. Okay, I know it's kind of a cringy thing to think about, but you know, if your life is on the line, sorry, Bob, I got to end this fight as quickly as possible. And that's what Bob is for, to help me be able to train my skills so that I can win the fight as quickly as possible, because I may have weapons to worry about, I may have other friends to worry about, whatever the case may be. But if I have to defend myself, I want to finish quickly, and I want to make sure that these people know, okay, don't mess with this guy, okay? Because, you know, you mess with him, you're going to get your eyes gouged out, right? So, again, right, I can be hands down, grab. I can be hands here, grab, All right, I can even be hands here, and just like this, like hey, relax. Okay, I could be there again, same thing. All right, and so again, I'm just trying to grab his eyes. I got the back of his head, and then as I'm holding on, right, I can start throwing knees just to get his attention away from his eyes. It'd be hard to do in terms of getting his attention away from his eyes. He's probably going to have it more on his eyes than he is on his groin, but at least you'll give him something else to think about, because as you're holding him, because he's going to have his hands trying to pull away, maybe he's trying to hit you, whatever, okay, you've got to be in there and you've got to say, okay, I'm pushing his eyes to the back of his skull, right? So I'm just, and I could just start shaking him if I want to. All right, get violent. Okay, so anyway, folks, that is the thumb press. Like I said, that's my favorite technique for gouging the eyes, because not only does it work well and it's easy to do, it is very hard to defend against. Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. I will talk to you soon. Take care.